Get rid of those German roaches in the kitchens or wherever else they may be. I'm going to show you how to do it and how to do it fast. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Craig, howtopest.com. That's right guys, today's video, those nasty, dirty German roaches that drive you crazy in your house and most times in your kitchen. This could also be in your restaurant too. It doesn't matter. I'm going to give you the best ways to take care of them, guys. Today we are going to talk roach baits, and we are talking magnetic roach bait from Nisus right here. This is a fantastic bait by itself or with an IGR or to put in your bait rotations. What do I mean by bait rotations? Well, let's just start with the active ingredient in magnetic. Magnetics, yeah, that's right. Active ingredient is boric acid. Now, a lot of you know boric acid in the dust form. This is put into the bait. So we're still talking bait rotations. Let's take another product like Advian cockroach bait. Another fantastic product that a lot of you pros out there use, myself included. Well, the active ingredient in Advian cockroach bait is indoxacarb. Now, you have to do the rotation because what happens is they build up a resistance over time to that chemical, or can build up that resistance, and then your pesticide is no longer effective on them. So you can't just mix your pesticides where they have a different ingredient, like let's just hypothetically say indoxacarb and boric acid. Now these are totally different, so they're perfect to do in a rotation. But if they both affected the insect the same way, even though the chemical was different, it doesn't matter, guys. They build up a resistance to it. So boric acid, how it's going to work, they're going to ingest it. It's going to work on dehydrating them and then basically eat away at their exoskeleton, and they're going to die. Now, indoxacarb, how it's going to work, it's a sodium channel blocker. So it's messing with the nervous system. I'm trying to keep this as simple as possible, but this is why you can rotate these two baits, and it's perfect because they affect the insect different, therefore not being able to build up a resistance unless you just use the same product over and over and over again. Now, when I talk about rotations, this is going to go for your pesticide sprays. This is going to go for your baits. This is rodenticides. It doesn't matter. You have to change and rotate every three to 6 months, okay? 6 is the latest that you want to do a rotation. If you cut that in the middle and just say 4, that's a happy medium right there. I'm good with that. Every 4 months, let's say rotate those baits, guys. But back to magnetic. Now, magnetic roach bait, it is just like all the other baits out there that I've done videos on. The Vendettas, the Max Forces, the Advians, and so on and so on. It comes in a pack with 4 syringes, and you've seen them, and if you haven't, they're going to be right here. And it comes with a plunger. So what you're going to do is you're just going to take out a syringe of your choice. You're going to unscrew the little cap. It's just a little turn to the right. To the right? Yeah, I think it's to the right. Take that off. You're going to put on the tip of your choice. It's going to come with a couple of those plastic tips in there that help you get into those cracks and crevices. And then you're going to go to town, and you're going to use the plunger it comes with. And it's kind of like a shot. You're going to see it right here on the screen, guys. We're going to show it to you. If you want to see exactly how to do that bait, we have other videos on how to place the roach bait, but I'm going to kind of try to walk you through it today. Now, when you're in a kitchen per se, or you are in a restaurant, this needs to be a crack and a crevice and spot treatment only. So when you're putting this out, what you want to do is get to where they hide. Now, they're going to hide in the nooks and the crannies, guys, under the sinks where pipes lead in. They're going to hide behind microwaves, behind refrigerators, in those drawers back in the back. So let's take a drawer. You're going to pull that thing out, and you need to get back into the corners of those drawers. Now, with magnetic bait, when you're in those out of sight, out of mind areas, you can put little dots back in there. They say to put it out a lot amount. I can't remember the word they use on magnetic, but with German roaches, understand A little dot is better than one big dot. They just tend to eat that way. I don't know what the rhyme and reason is for it. Maybe some of you pros do, but they prefer little dots here and there. So that's going to be a better option for you. So back in that drawer, left and right, put a little dot. Behind that microwave where they hide in those electronic components, yes, you can put a dot back there. Now they're going to be by the cooking equipment. They're going to be back in the grooves where you turn stoves on, things like that. You can put it back in there. You just need to stay away from the flame itself. Otherwise, it just won't do that any good. Now, here's the most important part about baiting. Bait is a food. It's a food just like if it were a food you were going to eat. It's their food that just has the poison hidden in there. The pesticide is hidden inside there. So with magnetic, the boric acid is hidden in the bait. When they go and they consume that, they not only die, but they go back and they share it with the nest. Now, how does sharing it with the nest work if it's killing them? Because it's not a fast kill. It's allowing them to get back. It's giving them, anywhere from, depending on what they got, 1 to 3 days. And that's usually how long it takes to wipe them out. So they go back, they regurgitate this stuff, and they share it with others. Now, here's another way it works. When roaches die, other roaches eat those roaches. There's no loyalty in the roach colony, guys, okay? So they eat each other and then consume the poison that way. If you want to see how that works, go watch our live roach video that we did where we just showed some American roaches. We put 2 different baits in. They were both fantastic. We just wanted to show which one killed them first. And then you can watch some of the guys nibbling on the other guy's leg and getting his num-nums on and then getting wiped out. So many different ways they die from the bait itself, but you can't contaminate the bait. That's what I was trying to lead into in this. Contaminate it means you can't go out there and you can't put the bait. Well, you can do whatever you want. It's not going to work though. If you put the bait down on where you just bleached your countertops and you're back trying to get that into a crack and crevice, but the bleach has gone there or the cleaner, they're not going to eat the bait, guys, because the bait is going to taste like bleach. Just like if you put bleach on your burger, you're not going to eat that. So don't contaminate the bait. Now, you may think your counters are clean and you're going, I haven't put anything up there in a couple days or so. I say better safe than sorry. Put the bait, if you can, in a bait tray. We have those over to howtopest.com, just like everything else I talk about on these videos, or at least another fantastic way, cut cardboard strips. I've showed you that in other videos, and then put the bait on the cardboard strips. That way you know it's not going to be contaminated. Another plus side to that is you can just pick it up when you're done and toss it in the trash and you're good to go. Now, another thing with baits, and this applies to all pesticides out there, but baits, when you put them out, you got to make sure that kids and pets cannot get to them. Now, it's such a low dose that it would take a lot to do anything, but do you want to take a chance? Just make sure that your pets, your cats that can jump up on counters if you're putting it up there, that they can't get to it. So protect your loved ones and pets from any bait that you put out. Now, I talked about how long it takes for them to get wiped out. I talked about German roaches, and that's kind of specifically what I wanted to deal with in this video. And we talked about rotations, but magnetic is labeled, as far as the label is concerned, all roaches. American, Oriental, we're talking the wood roaches, the whole 9 yards. You know why I know that? Because it says cockroaches. It doesn't say a specific cockroach. And that's how you know on a label. So if you're reading a label and you're going, well, I got Oriental cockroaches and I don't see Oriental cockroaches on here. It says German, American, and it names a few other ones out there. Does it say Oriental? No, it doesn't say Oriental. So it's not labeled for that. But let's say the label says cockroaches. Then it just goes on and tells you how to put it out like I'm explaining to you right now. That means it's labeled for every cockroach out there because it hasn't specifically named certain cockroaches. And that's how you read a label, guys. If it's ants, it's the same thing. They will specifically say what type of ants, or they will exclude what type of ants it does not do. But if it were to just say ants, it's for all ants. Okay, doesn't mean it's the best product, but it's for all ants. Back to magnetic. The 4 tubes, guys, are going to last you a long time because when you put these dots out, they need to be the size of, I'm showing you my fingernail because I don't have a pinhead, but it's the size of a pinhead. That's how much you want to put out. and you want to stagger these in different areas. So if you have, the best example was the drawer example we just talked about. If you put one on the left-hand side, then you want one on the right-hand side. Now understand, doors and cupboards, they hide in those hinges. And if you have them bad enough, you're going to notice that. So put a little dot in those hinges. Along the baseboard cracks that go back between the wall and the baseboards, yes, put it in there also. But understand, down low, same thing. You got to keep it away from where whoever's in a mop, sweep, clean, anybody that might contaminate that bait, because you need it to have time for it to take effect and then them to come back and nibble on it and wipe them out. That's about it with the magnetic. It's just a different bait with a different chemical makeup. The boric acid is what it has, and then it has the other inert ingredients. Those are mainly the food source, and that's like a lot of the other baits out there. So rotate your baits. If you need another one, or you even need that standalone, magnetic from Nisus is a fantastic bait. You can grab it over at howtopest.com. Now, we always talk PPE in the beginning of my videos. I didn't talk so much about it in this one. I didn't talk about it at all. We're going to do it right now. Guys, PPE for this is going to be gloves. You're just protecting yourself. You don't necessarily have to have the glasses on like I always talk about, the hat, the long sleeve. You pros out there, we're already going to be in that anyways, just that professional look out there. But to put the bait out, you just need some gloves to protect your hands in case you were to get that bait on your hands. If you do, wash your hands. It's not that big of a deal, guys. It's most importantly, the most important thing is to keep it away from the things you're not going after, like your pets and your loved ones. That is it, guys. If you have any questions out there, throw them in that comment section down below. I'm happy to answer them for you. If you have a video that you would like to see me do, I'm happy to do that too. If I know about it, if I don't want to touch it. And appreciate, guys, all the thumbs up. You guys keep this channel going. If you have subscribed to the channel, we appreciate you. If you have not, do us a favor, go down, hit that subscribe button down below. And these videos come out multiple times a week. Have a great day. Craig, howtopest.com.